Ramayana, an epic poem of India, narrates the journey of Lord Sri Ram, born to the king of Ayodhya, Dashratha, and Queen Kausalya. His divine birth brought with it the promise of righteousness and destruction of evil. The king of Mithila and father of Sita, Janaka, had been given the divine bow of Lord Shiva for safekeeping. No ordinary man could lift this bow, what to speak of stringing it. Janaka devised a competition in which whoever could lift the bow would be given the hand of Sita in marriage. Princes and kings from all over the earth, including Prince Ram, now old enough to marry, travelled to Mithila and tried to lift the bow. One by one, the mightiest kings approached the bow. The first king, renowned for his strength, stepped forward, his eyes filled with confidence, gripping the bow tightly, struggling to lift it as his face strains. He attempts with all his might, but fails to even budge it. Next came another proud king, approaching the bow with determination and hands steady. He bent low to grip the bow, but falters, unable to lift it as his hands slip. His frustration grows and he walks away in defeat. Amidst the defeated kings, Prince Ram steps forward, humble yet resolute. He lifts it effortlessly as if it were a cotton sword, stringing it with a divine glow surrounding him. A loud crack fills the air as the bow breaks in half. This way, with unmatched strength and divine grace, Ram succeeds where others had failed, winning the hand of Sita and happily married. Driven by jealousy and manipulation, one of King Dashrath's queens, Kaikeyi, sought to secure the throne for her son, forcing Ram into exile for 14 years, shattering the peace of Ayodhya. As Ram prepared for exile, he lovingly urged Sita to remain in the comforts of the palace, protecting her from the hardships of the forest. But Sita, with unwavering devotion, insisted that her place was by his side, no matter the challenges. She chose love over luxury, and together they embraced their fate with courage and unity. Lakshman, full of loyalty, followed them, vowing to protect them in exile. In their forest ashram at Panchavati, Ram and Sita lived happily, lovingly served by Lakshman. One early winter morning, suddenly there came a demoness Surpanakha, Ravan's sister, who was horribly ugly and full of idle thoughts of well-fed, ill-taught youth. When she saw the godlike beauty of Ram, she was filled with uncontrollable desire for him and accosted him. Ram, knowing his devotion to Sita, smiling kindly, declined Surpanakha's advances, suggesting she approach his brother Lakshman instead. The demoness took Ram's advice seriously and approached Lakshman. Surpanakha erupted in fury when Lakshman too rejected her advances, her wrath awakening a dark desire for revenge. The sight of Sita enraged her and she sprang to attack her. Lakshman at once took up his sword, cut Surpanakha's nose and drove her out. Disgraced and mutilated, bleeding and mad with pain and rage, she flung herself before Ravan. Yelling with anguish, she related the story of her wrongs and influenced Ravan that all this was an insult to the demonic race. While Sita, Ram and Lakshman lived peacefully at the ashram, enjoying moments of calm, to avenge himself, Ravan, the cunning king of Lanka, devised a sinister plot to capture Sita with the shape-shifting demon Marich, who was well aware of Ram's might and yet reluctantly agreed to help. At once Marich transformed himself into a wonderful deer. Every part of the animal had its own different hue and exquisite beauty. It was like a living stream of jewels flowing on a beautiful golden body. Sita, captivated by the beauty of the deer, expressed her desire to have it as a pet. Ram, wanting to fulfill Sita's wish, hesitated but ultimately agreed, knowing how much it meant to her. With a smile, Ram set off into the forest, bow in hand, leaving Sita in the care of Lakshman. Anxiously, Sita waited for Ram's return, her heart heavy with worry. Soon she heard a distant cry, a chilling sound that echoed through the trees. It was Ram's voice calling out for help, but it was a clever trick devised by the wicked Ravan, who had been lurking in the shadows. Lakshman reluctantly prepares to leave in search of Ram, but not before drawing a powerful protective line, the Lakshman Rekha, around Sita. Sita hears the call of an old sage begging for food. With compassion, she prepares a meal and approaches him, but hesitates at the edge of the Lakshman Rekha. Ignoring the warning, she steps over it to offer the food. In that instant, Ravan revealed his true form and seized Sita, whisked her away, leaving nothing but the case of her prize Mahana.